In one episode, a mother's 1970s style pants went viral. In another, her daughter's trembling eyes broke millions of hearts. But together, these two moments would ignite a fandom firestorm, turning Sister Wives from a family reality show into an internet obsession. From disco-era action slaxes to a child's teary eyes, what fans uncovered next would change how we see the Brown family forever. When mockery meets motherhood. Who pays the price? Part 1.
I don't know.
When Sister Wives first aired in 2010, it wasn't just about plural marriage. It was about blending 4 worlds, 4 hearts, and 4 completely different closets. Janelle in structured blazers, Meri in bold prints, Christine in bright, cheerful tops, and then Robyn. Soft curls, neutral tones, long skirts, and yes, those pants. Fans were forgiving at first, but soon fashion became personality, and personality became rivalry. What if every outfit told the story of who Kody really loved most? Then came Reddit, the digital living room of the Sister Wives universe. Fans didn't just watch the show, they dissected it. Every hemline, every cardigan, every side-eye. Robyn's pants look like something my grandma wore to roller disco. Those action slacks are a cry for help. Meanwhile, Janelle's rocking that boss lady energy. In a world of reality TV drama, the Sister Wives subreddit became fashion police headquarters, half roasting, half celebrating, but always obsessed. And then one comment changed everything. It was season 17. The scene seemed ordinary: Robyn walking into frame in her signature flared slacks. But fans saw it differently. They called it the return of action slacks. I just couldn't look away. It was like Kody's hair and Robyn's pants were fighting for who aged worse. Within hours, Reddit threads exploded. Some fans praised the retro vibe, others swore it was a sign of Kody's control or Robyn's refusal to evolve. Is this just fashion or rebellion? Underneath the laughs, there was something deeper. Fans weren't just critiquing fashion, they were decoding pain. Each wife's style had become her armor. Janelle's athletic jacket's independence. Meri's bold accessories' loneliness. Robyn's muted tones' submission or control. To some, Robyn's old-school modesty symbolized her loyalty. To others, it screamed manipulation, a visual echo of how she quietly became the queen of Kody's new kingdom. But then the fans turned the jokes into something bigger. The Reddit jokes spread, but what no one expected was the fashion redemption arc. Creators began recreating Robyn's look, ironically at first, then lovingly. Okay, not gonna lie. Action slacks kinda slap when styled right. Janelle's Power Blazer Challenge Day 3. What started as ridicule turned into a fandom fashion challenge, the Sister Wives Closet Revival. Suddenly, fans weren't mocking the wives, they were celebrating their individuality. Could humor actually heal the fandom? In a world where fashion became a battlefield, the Sister Wives fandom did something extraordinary. They found unity in laughter. Maybe the real story wasn't about action slacks or bad blazers. Maybe it was about women redefining themselves through fabric, color, and courage, even under the harshest spotlight. If you've ever been judged for what you wear, this story's for you. So hit that like button, Share your favorite sister wives fashion moment. Part 2. It was supposed to be a quiet episode, Robyn and Kody preparing for yet another move. Boxes stacked, emotions running high, and in the background, little Ariella, a daughter growing up under the weight of polygamy's fallout. Scenes of the Brown family's shifting homes, Christine's departure, and the emotional toll on the kids. For years, the adults have taken center stage: Kody's control, Robyn's tears, Janelle's strength. But this time, viewers saw pain reflected in the smallest eyes in the room. And what they saw divided the fandom in two. Within hours of the episode airing, Reddit lit up like a Christmas tree. One thread, just 3 lines long, opened the floodgates. Was Ariella crying during the move? Her eyes looked red. Poor kid, she looks heartbroken. Or maybe she just has a resting cry face. I can relate. In true Reddit fashion, empathy met sarcasm, and suddenly, a 6-year-old's expression became the fandom's new obsession. I think she's emotionally overwhelmed by the move. No, that's just her natural expression, same every episode. She's picking up Robyn's crying energy. But was this just harmless speculation or emotional overreach? Behind the humor, fans sensed something deeper. The Brown family was unraveling: Christine gone, Janelle drifting, Meri detached, and at the center, Robyn trying to hold the last thread together. Robyn expresses fear about losing family unity. Kody's frustration rises. Children watch quietly. Viewers saw Ariella's quiet sadness not as coincidence, but as reflection, the innocence caught in emotional crossfire. The move wasn't just physical, it was psychological. Was this the price of polygamy seen through a child's tear? The fandom split wide open. Half the viewers empathized with Ariella, worried about the emotional burden of constant moves. The other half, they turned it into comedy. Ariella's resting cry face merch incoming. TLC's next spin-off, little tears, big drama. But for some, the jokes crossed a line. She's a child, one user wrote. This isn't about Robyn anymore, it's about empathy. Mothers on TikTok reacting, sharing stories of their kids crying during moves. What started as gossip evolved into a conversation about childhood stress, emotional awareness, and reality TV's impact on young hearts. And then, one twist no one saw coming. Just when the debate reached peak toxicity, the fandom shifted. A few brave voices on Reddit started a new thread titled, "Let's Stop Overanalyzing the Kids." Ariella's just a kid in a tough situation. Let's give her peace. We can love the drama without dragging the children. Slowly, comments turned into compassion. Fans began deleting mocking posts, replacing them with support. What began as mockery became a mirror, a realization that real emotions live behind reality TV. Could Sister Wives fans be changing the tone of fandom culture itself? Maybe Ariella wasn't crying at all. Maybe she was tired, distracted, or just being a normal kid. But the conversation she sparked? That's real. It reminded millions of women, mothers, daughters, fans that empathy still matters. Because sometimes a child's quiet face can teach us louder lessons than any TLC confessional ever could. If you believe in protecting kids' peace even in reality, TV, give this video a thumbs up. Let's deep dive in full details. Part 3. 2010. Sister Wives debuts on TLC. 4 wives, 1 husband, and a promise to show America that plural marriage could be about love, not control. But as the years rolled on, the show became less about faith and more about familiar fault lines, jealousy, loneliness, and yes, fashion. For many fans, Robyn's wardrobe was her armor, a visual manifesto of humility and submission. But for others, it was a symbol of something else, Kody's favoritism, and a time capsule she refused to leave. And then, the pants heard around the world. When Robyn appeared in her infamous action slacks, high-waisted, flared, and decidedly 1970s Reddit erupted. The Sister Wives subreddit became a digital fashion courtroom. She looks like she's late for roller disco night. Someone get Robyn a stylist from this century. Meanwhile, Janelle's out here serving boss lady energy. Fans weren't just roasting, they were analyzing. Was her style a throwback or a statement? Was it faith or fashion rebellion? Sister Wives airs under TLC's reality rights agreement. All cast members maintain personal wardrobe control. Production may advise, but cannot dictate appearance. So yes, those pants were 100% Robyn's choice, and that choice became a mirror for how viewers saw her entire role in the family. But then, a different kind of cry would silence the laughter. Months later, the show returned, and so did Robyn. But this time, it wasn't her wardrobe the internet noticed. It was her daughter's eyes. Within hours, Reddit was back, but this time the tone was different. Was Ariella crying during the move? Poor kid, that's a lot for a little one. Or maybe she just has a resting cry face like me. The debate split the fandom in two. Some saw pain, others saw parody, and suddenly a child became the new focus of a public that once laughed at her mother's pants. Was this compassion or the internet's cruelest habit in disguise? Every movement online has a turning point. For the Sister Wives fandom, it was realizing the line between commentary and cruelty. I laughed at Robyn's Slax thing, but seeing Ariella cry hit different. These kids didn't choose this life. At Real Mom Talks, in a single week, Action Slax memes died out as #ProtectAriella began to trend. Even critics who'd mocked Robyn stepped back, acknowledging the human cost of reality TV exposure. Child reality star protection laws. Following the John Kate +8 controversy, several U.S. states introduced regulations requiring trust funds for minors featured in unscripted television. The conversation expanded beyond fashion and family to ethics, to privacy, to the question, how much of a child's emotion belongs to the audience? And then, in true Sister Wives fashion, the story took a twist no one saw coming. What began as mockery evolved into movement. Creators started posting Sister Wives closet revival looks, celebrating each wife's unique style as empowerment, not embarrassment. I tried Robyn's 1970s slacks and felt like a queen. Hate less, style more. Even Reddit, once the source of snark, saw threads titled, "Apologies to Ariella" and "Why We Owe Robyn Grace." The internet that mocked found its humanity one comment at a time. But was this forgiveness or fatigue? In the end, This wasn't just about pants or tears. It was about perception, how we project onto women and children in the public eye. Robyn's action slacks became a symbol of stubborn authenticity. Ariella's tear became a symbol of innocence caught in a spotlight, and together, they forced us to ask when we watch for drama, do we forget the people? While Reddit carried the loudest debates, Facebook moms groups painted a softer picture. Posts titled, "I see myself in Robyn," started to appear thousands of women admitting they too hid behind modest fashion to survive judgment. On TikTok, the tone flipped again. Short skits reenacting Robyn's action slacks moment reached 500,000 views in a week. One creator said, "We laugh, but maybe she's just wearing the decade she felt safe in." The fandom had become a reflection of real-world womanhood, a tug-of-war between mockery and empathy. Reality TV critics soon stepped in. Dr. Lisa Thompson, a media psychologist from Arizona State University, explained, "Viewers project unresolved emotions onto the women they watch. Mocking Robyn's pants is easier than confronting our discomfort with power and femininity." Fashion historians also weighed in. According to cultural analyst Maya Dunn, Robyn's action slacks echoed early 70s women's liberation wear trousers that symbolized entering male-dominated spaces. The irony? Fans ridiculed what was once rebellion. To truly understand the weight of that single tear, we rewind. 2010. Kody introduces America to his 4 wives. 2013. Robyn legally marries Kody, shaking household balance. 2018. Christine begins to question the hierarchy. 2021. The separation era. 2023. Ariella's move, the emotional fallout. 15 years, countless homes, and one camera capturing every sigh. In the months following the Reddit storm, TLC quietly edited reruns of the moving episode, trimming reaction shots of Ariella. Insiders hinted the network was reevaluating its child filming policies, echoing California's Coogan law protections for minors in entertainment. Viewers noticed not just what was shown, but what was removed. It was the franchise's silent acknowledgement that some lines shouldn't be crossed. Hundreds of comments poured in. "I used to laugh at Robyn's clothes. Now I just hope her kids are okay." That little girl's eyes reminded me of my own daughter when we moved. Maybe empathy is the real fashion trend we need. Reading them, it felt like the fandom exhaled the noise, softened into something human. Perhaps the Sister Wives saga was never about plural marriage or polyester. It was about how women wear their battles in fabric, in silence, in tears. Maybe Robyn's action slacks weren't outdated. Maybe they were armor. Maybe Ariella's tears weren't weakness. They were wisdom the adults ignored. And if this story taught us anything, it's that laughter fades, but empathy endures. If you've ever felt judged for what you wear or how you feel, hit that like button. Share this video with someone who's ever been misunderstood. And subscribe for next week's exclusive deep dive. Robyn Brown. From heartbreak to heroine.